Hey there, and welcome to the team, Junior Analyst. I am honestly just thrilled to have you on board. Today, we're diving right into the absolute foundation of information security to get you geared up for the field. So, consider this explainer your ultimate baseline training. Looking at our massive IT infrastructure, you're probably wondering, how in the world do we even begin to protect everything in our network without just bringing our daily business operations to a complete standstill? It seems kind of impossible, right? Well, that is exactly the puzzle we're going to solve today. All right, here's your training schedule for today. 1. Welcome to the team. 2. Defining the 3 pillars. 3. The Security Balancing Act. 4. Navigating tech and compliance. And 5. Where the triad falls short. Okay, Section 1. Welcome to the team. Before we go any further, let's clear up a super common misconception. The CIA Triad has absolutely nothing to do with federal spies or the Central Intelligence Agency. So no, you won't be getting a trench coat or a laser watch. Actually, some pros even call it the AIC Triad, just to avoid that exact confusion. In our world, it's basically the strict foundational model designed to guide literally all of our information security policies. Moving right along, Section 2, defining the 3 pillars. So the C stands for confidentiality. Simply put, this prevents unauthorized access to private information. It's all about privacy, making absolutely sure that only authorized parties, the people who actually need the data to do their specific jobs, can get their hands on it. In the real world, you're going to enforce this confidentiality using a few key tools. You'll set up multi-factor authentication, or MFA, so a stolen password isn't enough to cause a massive breach. You'll strictly enforce the principle of least privilege, basically making sure a marketing intern doesn't somehow have access to accounting's payroll data. And you'll utilize open-source disk encryption tools like VeriCrypt or GNU-PG. That way, if someone does steal the data, the encryption ensures they're just looking at unreadable gibberish. Next up, the I is for integrity. This pillar guarantees the accuracy, consistency, and absolute trustworthiness of our data. We need to know for sure that when data is sent, processed, or stored, it hasn't been maliciously or even accidentally altered. If a file leaves Department A, it absolutely needs to arrive at Department B completely unchanged. Now, you'll verify this integrity daily using some very specific methods. You'll use cryptographic hashing, like SHA. Think of a hash as a digital fingerprint for a file. If even a single byte changes, the whole hash changes completely. You'll also check digital signatures to confirm the sender's identity. And you'll use version control systems like Git to meticulously track every single change made to our codebases. Finally, the A is availability, because, let's face it, all that highly secured, perfectly encrypted, and unaltered data is completely useless if our employees and clients can't actually access it when they need it. A system that's 100% secure but turned off? Yeah, that's a failed system. To ensure authorized users have constant connection, you'll be configuring RAID arrays. This is essentially linking multiple hard drives together so a single drive failure doesn't wipe out our data. You'll also deploy failover solutions like Pacemaker and CoroSync to seamlessly switch to backup systems during an outage. And, crucially, you'll schedule automated patch management. That closes up known security holes without relying on users to actually click Update. All right, Section 3, the Security Balancing Act. As an analyst, you're going to constantly find yourself weighing the need for maximum data protection, so locking down confidentiality and integrity, against the necessity of keeping the system smooth and available for our users. If we make MFA incredibly long and complex, sure, we boost confidentiality, but we might also frustrate users to the point where productivity just plummets. Think of this balancing act as a tightly stretched triangle. No single pillar is superior to the others. And if you pull too hard on one corner, well, it inevitably distorts the rest. For instance, heavy cryptographic hashing and deep disk encryption definitely drastically improve confidentiality and integrity, but they require a ton of processing overhead. That can cause major performance slowdowns, which directly impacts availability. Your job? Finding that perfect equilibrium. Okay, on to Section 4, navigating tech and compliance. As you start adopting new technologies, you'll use this triad to keep us compliant across all sorts of different industries. Like in healthcare, regulations like HIPAA and global privacy laws like GDPR heavily mandate confidentiality, meaning we need strict encryption and MFA to protect patient and consumer data. In financial services, SEC rules and ISO 27001 standards demand flawless integrity, relying on hashing and unbreakable audit trails. And for information technology, our service level agreements, or SLAs, mandate high availability through backups and RAID. The CIA Triad is literally the foundation for all of these legal frameworks. Finally, Section 5, where the Triad falls short. Look, to be a truly great analyst, you also have to know your tool's limitations. As recent research from the ACM workshop on additive manufacturing security points out, the CIA Triad cannot substitute concrete threat categories already established in additive manufacturing. Basically, blindly forcing this model onto modern cyber-physical systems can actually be counterproductive. See, the critical flaw of the Triad is that it was designed strictly for pure data environments. We're talking traditional IT software, emails, and databases. That leaves a massive blind spot in fields like scientific research or modern manufacturing, where software actually interacts with the physical world, and digital files are transformed into tangible cyber-physical systems. In industries that use additive manufacturing, like 3D printing, attackers aren't just stealing data. They're executing physical sabotage. They might maliciously manipulate the shielding gas flows or the laser intensity in a 3D printer to secretly weaken a metal aerospace part. Or they might even hijack our systems for the illegal manufacturing of 3D printed weapons. The CIA Triad simply fails to categorize these physical kinetic threats, mostly because it only looks at the data, not the dangerous physical outcomes. So, the CIA Triad is your essential baseline. It's the foundation you're going to rely on every single day. But as you step into your new role, I want to leave you with this question. How will you adapt to protect this organization when the digital world bleeds into the physical one, and threats extend far beyond the triangle? Welcome to the team. Let's get to work.